We unload his Escort. I load my truck on. Burn the clutch, slap up. Now let me tell you how we got here. It's gonna be a little shaky. Going over the bridge. She's an old truck. She bounces a little. I have to drop a gear.
In half a mile, keep left to stay on I-295 North.
I don't know if that GPS come through there or not. That's what I gotta listen to. Woman always trying to tell you what to do.
Keep left to stay on I-295 North.
This right here, you better listen to her or you'll be lost. Well, I kind of goofed. I hope I remember everything I was talking about. Unbeknownst to me, turned off the recording, and I've been talking to myself for the past 20 minutes. They put me on this back road. That's what a GPS is good for. I'm gonna try to record this time without turning it off a minute and a half after I start. Story about spending money to make money and wasting money. I am very good at the latter. March 18th is today. It's a Wednesday, so you figure out what last Monday was. Not this past Monday, but the Monday before. Anyhow, I noticed, my fuel mileage in this little 97 Isuzu Hombre 2.2 GM 4-cylinder manual transmission. I noticed that my mileage went way down from 28 down to 23. So I'm suspecting the injectors, because there is an injector that's leaking, and if you want to change one injector, you might as well change them all. And in my head, to make money with my truck, it's a pilot car, Escort the mobile homes all over. So I have to have my truck. My truck makes me money. So for my truck to be able to make me some money, I got to spend some money for the injectors and fix it. Well, I did. I bought the injectors on eBay. Give $50, I think, for all four of them, and put them in that Monday before that's past Monday. Cleaned the intake manifold, did it 100%. So after it was finished, the next day, that next Tuesday, I'm out on the road escorting down to Key West from Ocilla, Douglas, wherever. Going to 500 miles, 490 miles from where I meet up to where I'm going. All right. Anyways, so I'm driving this 400 miles, and then I notice that I'm not getting as good a gas mileage as before, even after the initial drop in gas mileage. So when we get down there, after a couple of fill-ups, I average it out, and I'm getting 20 miles a gallon. So I've dropped another 3 miles a gallon while we were after with the new injectors. So I chalk it up to new injectors. Oh well, they're probably a little fatter. They run a little fatter. So 20 miles to the gallon, that ain't bad. Let's go. Get down there, do my job, get paid, turn around, got to go to Safety Harbors on the opposite side, a little north, and then on the west side of Florida, below Tampa. So I'm going from Key West to basically to Tampa. When I get there, I've got to stop before I get there. It's only 250 miles, 260 miles. I get up there and I'm almost on empty. I check my gas mileage. I'm down to 13 miles to the gallon. And I know that's not right. So something's going on. Truck started running rough, and it was something's up. So I go to the nearest O'Reilly Auto Parts. I get the spark plugs, I get the wires, I put them on. It runs a little bit better. All right, let's go wait. Go over to Safety Harbor. Go to the lot. It's at night. I shut down, sleep. Next morning we get up and we leave out. We'll get up 220 miles or so. And I'm on empty again. And I'm kind of wondering now what's up. So we stopped for that next night. And I changed the coil packs. I changed the idle air control. I changed the map sensor. What else I changed? I think that's all I changed. Idle air, map sensor. So get in it, go. It is running a little bit better. We'll make it another 125 miles after I fill up. Make it another 125 miles, and I'm on empty again. And I don't know what to do. I think it was down to like 7 or 8 miles per gallon. So we stop, fill up. We got another 150 miles to go. I'm pushing my truck to the limit. Don't know if it's gonna blow up halfway there or not. So finally get to the Alabama line. I get my pay. I turn around and haul ass back. I get to Pensacola. I stop at a shop. This is Friday afternoon, maybe 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock at the latest. And every shop I go to, there's nothing. They're busy. They're trying to finish up everything for the weekend. They ain't got time to even check my truck out. So I'm stuck. I mean, I could go home and stop every 100 miles and fill my tank up, but I run the risk of, number one, burning through all the money I just made, and number two, blowing up my truck, washing the cylinders, damaging the truck. So I decided to hold off and camp out till Monday, which I've slept in wide open. I've slept under the stars without a blanket before. I've done it. I mean, there's nothing to me. I've got my sleeping bag. I've got a pillow. I've got another blanket. If it gets cold, I'm prepared. Tell a few folks about it, and luckily my brother's coming back from Texas with his semi that holds, you can piggyback a car on the back of it, which he has his Escort truck on the back. We unload his Escort, unload my truck on, burn the clutch, slap up. I mean, there was more smoke. It looked like I was doing a burnout, but it was all clutch. But got it loaded up. He brought me back to the house. And here's where the spending money or wasted money comes in. I'm thinking all the way on the way. I already know where this engine is that might work. It's $300, 96,000 miles on it. So I already made my mind up. I'm getting it. And I do. I go the next day, borrow a truck, go down to Middle Florida, pick this engine up. It's a good buy. And then get it back home and tear it down. Order the gaskets and things. I was going to swap out engines. I figured the engine that's in my truck's toast. Probably washed all the cylinders down. It's probably gouged up, lost compression, something like that. I tear this new engine down, get all the intake, and just tear it down to just the block in the head, then clean the block in the head, and change all the sensors off of my engine onto this one. Because by now, every sensor on my engine is brand new. I get it all changed over, and I don't change that over. I get it all tore down, and find out when I go pick up the gaskets on the morning that I'm gonna change the engine. The gaskets are a round hole, and this engine has square intake holes. So right there, I know it ain't gonna work. So I take my truck to the mechanic. He puts it on his computer, says number 4 injector is just pouring fuel. He says it filled up my compression tester with fuel. You got to change that injector before you can do anything. So instead of putting the engine in, we change the injector out. I go to O'Reilly's and I order this $95 injector, which I knew it was $95. I just too cheap to buy one. I'd rather get them $50 off of eBay. But I ended up having to have the $95 injector. So I wasted money on the eBay injectors. And put it in, crunked the truck up, drove it around, and it's back to the way it was before. Not getting 28 miles to the gallon anymore. I'm getting 23 and a half, but it's a lot better than 9. So in an effort to save money and buy the eBay injectors, it almost cost me, actually it did cost me $85 for a guy to check my engine, $95 for the injector, $50 for the shop to let me use their lift and change my oil and change my injector, $300 for that new engine. I took all the gaskets back, so I didn't keep any of those gaskets. So a faulty set of $50 injectors ended up costing me right at $500. So me trying to save $300 by buying 4 injectors for $50 instead of 4 injectors for $95. I spent it anyhow on this other crap, and I still got to buy 3 more of the $95 injectors. So, lesson learned: don't go cheap when you're making money with your vehicle, because it will cost you in the end. Luckily, I use Rotella T, so it doesn't get as thin with gas mixed in it, and my engine wasn't hurt. Compression is still good. It's got the little skip in it that it's had since day one that I bought it, and I'm still chasing that little bastard down. But if you can learn from what I've been through, don't go cheap. You gotta buy. I'd say don't buy, like dealership parts, because that's just a waste of. They'll damn sure, tear you a new one. But I wouldn't go eBay, especially not vital parts like that, injectors that could cost you your engine. Hear that little pop. It's had that pop ever since I had it. But I wouldn't buy any more injectors off of eBay. Definitely no electronics off of eBay, as far as ignition modules, ignition coils, or anything like that. I'd go to the parts house. At least it's got a warranty at the parts house. Get another one right then and there. So if that's helped you out, I've done my job. If not, I've took up 15, 16 minutes of your time, of your life that you'll never get back. But at least it was with me. Y'all have a good one. If you want to like the video, if you want to subscribe to the channel, by all means do it. It's not going to help me out right now, but I do appreciate every subscriber and every like and every comment. I respond to every comment I get. So I'm gonna say it one more time before I let you go. Don't buy cheap when it's a vital part of your engine, because you'll end up paying for it in the end, whether you want to or not. Thank y'all for watching.